This is practically pillow talk. We are on my bed in my bedroom. Hello everybody! Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Today I'm going to be reviewing my final Chris Wall whistle. If you guys tune in regularly, you'll know that I recently covered a review of all my other Chris Wall whistles. I have loads of Chris Wall whistles and I did a review covering my plastic whistles. Today I'm going to be doing a review on my brass whistle. And yeah, I'm going to take you guys through what I like about it, what I don't, how it plays, how it sounds, and leave you a link in the description as well where you may be able to get one of these if you're lucky. So this is the Chris Wall SweetBrass whistle. It's a high D whistle. It's a very new whistle from Chris Wall. He's spent a lot of time working on this and I love it. It's perfect for me at the moment because it is the quietest whistle I own, and you guys may know that I recently moved house, so I do have neighbours next door. They have young children. I don't like to impose too much of my music. I play quite a lot because of YouTube, so yeah, I don't like to make too much noise. So this particular whistle, which is sweet and quiet all the way up through all the notes it plays, is perfect for me at the moment, which is why I love it so much. As you can see, it's a straight-bodied whistle. The material is brass. The metal itself isn't particularly thick. I imagine it could crush quite easily, but the sort of thickness and the density of this whistle makes it quite lightweight, which is great for when you're playing because it doesn't make your hands tired. You have a lot of flexibility with what you can do with it because it is weightless. It comes with this molded plastic mouthpiece. It does have a block insert at the top here. It's focusing on me, you guys can't see that, can you? But it's sort of a molded design. Now it does have a bit of a sharper incline than the other Chris Wall whistles. And the blade here as well, if you guys can see that, is a slightly different shape to the other Chris Wall whistles. I'll show you guys in comparison. Yeah, you can see this one is sort of flatter, smoother, whereas this one is a little more sharp in the mouth shape. Again, the blade slightly different. This one's a little wider. This one is almost a little longer. So that is the main difference between this one, mouthpiece wise, and the other Chris Wall whistles. The holes themselves, it has 6 holes, it is a tin whistle. They're slightly indented. That makes for really easy transitions and great ornaments as well. There is some slight resistance, so if you're sliding you may find a little bit of resistance, but I imagine the more you play the whistle the more that will smooth out. As you can see, as with all brass whistles, there is a little bit of tarnishing on this already. I hope you can see that on this camera in this awful lighting that I have for you. But you can polish brass whistles if you want to. It doesn't affect the sound. The tarnishing doesn't affect the sound. All it does is affect the look of your whistle. But I quite like that vintage played, old-fashioned kind of look that brass takes on when it's a little bit tainted. So the bore size isn't particularly wide. It's a narrowed bore whistle. It's narrower. This is a C whistle that I'm comparing to, but as you can see, the bore size is narrower on the SweetBrass whistle. It doesn't require a lot of breath at all, not even to get into the second octave, and the sound is amazingly sweet. I think that's partly because it's quiet. It's not ear-piercing when you're on the very top notes, and I really like that about this. So I'm going to give you a little scale so you guys can hear the range of notes that this whistle can play, and yeah, I'll give you a few more specs after that. So as you can see, nice and sweet on all those notes. Not particularly loud, high, rough. I like it. For breathy sounding, this is probably one of the purest whistles I own. I play a lot of plastic whistles. I don't have that much experience with brass or metal whistles, and that's actually because I don't like them. So I was surprised when I loved this when it arrived. I don't like the scratchy, sharp sound that a lot of metal whistles have. My low whistle, my MK Pro, that is a lot more breathy sounding in comparison as a metal whistle, and my other metal whistles that I have played for Dogs and Generations, and even my Clark whistles, have a lot more of a breathy sound. For example, I'll quickly play my Clark original. So the Clark has a lot more air, a lot more breath. It's muffled in comparison, but this I just think is, I love it. It is ideal. Moving on to the cross fingering notes. The C natural is just as strong as any of the other notes on this whistle. The bell note can be a little quiet at times, but once you get used to this whistle, you can figure out how much air you're able to put through without pushing into the next octave. So you can get a little bit more volume on the bell note, but I do find that when I'm playing, especially when I'm recording tunes like some of the Christmas carols, I have needed to up the volume on the bell notes and bring the volume down on the high notes, just because, yeah, obviously it's louder higher and it's quieter lower. But because this is a quieter whistle in general, the lower notes are going to be quieter than other whistles. So for example, the volume of the low note on the SweetBrass is pushing it a little bit there, probably louder on this one. Now with regards to playing, you can add a lot of emotion with this whistle because of the breath control you have. You do need to be quite restrictive with how much air you put into it, but you can, yeah, you can phrase a lot with this because it's so sensitive to the air that you're putting in. And if you are one of those cheeky people like me that like to use vocal or diaphragm vibrato, don't do it, everyone will hate you, I promise. Then this actually responds really well to that. It has taken a little bit of time to get used to the amount of air that you need to put in and to get the best out of this whistle, but I would definitely rate it quite highly. It is my favourite whistle at the moment, so yeah, if you guys have a whistle that you make that you would like me to try, that you think will beat this, then let me know. Get in touch, guys. I am always keen to try new whistles, and I will be selling some of my other whistles very shortly to raise some funds to buy new whistles to show you guys as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's all I have for you guys today. I will add a link in the description which will take you to Chris Wall's eBay, where you can buy whistles from him. There usually is a long waiting list and he doesn't always have these available because he makes them to order, but patience is key. If you want one, you will get one eventually. Prices all are on there as well. Sometimes he lists them on bids, and obviously it depends on where you are in the world, so I get exchange rate prices and then prices for shipping as well. So yeah, it's all kind of crazy, so I can't really give you any info on that, but you will find it on the link below. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, keep being awesome. Check me out on Coffee and Patreon, links in the description, and check out my merchandise too, guys. It is amazing. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday for some more amazing Christmas tunes. We're nearly here, we're nearly at Christmas, so I hope you guys enjoy those as well. Don't forget to check out my other reviews, tips and tricks here on YouTube. Until then, happy whistling, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!